Hey guys, I'm Jax.
And I'm Victoria.
And you're listening to
Like Totally Random, a new podcast about music, movies, Netflix, and everything in between.
Welcome back, everybody. We hope you had a great 2019. We are back in your ear holes, like Totally Random, coming at ya.
So stay tuned for our highlight reel. We chose some of our favorite moments from this past year. We hope that you enjoy them and you laugh along with us. Oh, back at it again!
Which I was trying to explain to my husband what vines are, and I was like, I can't. Never mind.
It's so hard to explain and why I love them so much.
I know. And he was like, well, I don't get it. Like, isn't it just like YouTube or something? And I was like, I don't think that's the point. No.
But I love that you tried to explain it to me. This is from one of my favorite and most complicated episodes. Episode 11, K-pop, You Don't Stop. Jax reveals that she thinks the X-Men is the greatest franchise ever created.
It is.
We have a long debate about that. Guess who disagrees?
First of all, you come around.
To X-Men being the greatest franchise of all time? Absolutely not, I don't.
There's something really great about Keira Knightley in these period pieces.
Yeah.
I don't love her in everything.
I agree.
But she does that really well. Did you ever see the one with James McAvoy?
Oh, Atonement?
Atonement.
AKA Abonement, as my friend likes to call it.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I will say, okay, we watched it in theaters, and I think we were a little too young to, fully understand it. I want to say we were, early high school or something like that, and we were like, what the fuck was that movie? So I would love to rewatch it. I just remember the library scene.
Of course, who doesn't remember that library scene? You know what I remember about that library scene is that I wanted that green dress for 10 years.
Dude, yes.
Such a beautiful chartreuse color.
Plot twist. Chartreuse is not red for everybody listening. This is something I just learned.
Yeah, Victoria thought it has thought it has been red this whole time. It's actually not chartreuse. It's a green.
It's like an emerald. Beautiful emerald green.
Oh, gorgeous. Okay, so for everybody who's actually started listening to us on a regular basis, I'm sure you know that I love shorter stature men with big noses. James McAvoy is probably number 5 on that list.
He's not that short, is he?
Yeah, he's 5'9". Really hard to have an X-Men movie without some mention of Wolverine.
I mean, absolutely.
And so, I get it to a certain respect, but... the last one.
Yeah. Oh. Who's going to be Hugh Jackman? I mean, obviously Hugh Jackman's going to be Hugh Jackman, but why did I say his name so weird every single time?
The New Mutants.
Who's going to be
What the
Wolverine?
Fuck is that?
I just feel like too much happens with the X-Men. I get that the universe in terms of the comics is so large and it spans so many different things, but it's out of control, and every movie has a different style, a different director or whatever.
Yeah. Which
is cool, but it's also not something for a cohesive franchise.
I agree with that, definitely.
You know?
Yeah.
It kind of goes the way of Batman. Ugh. You know what I mean? If you think about it.
Oh, it does.
Only with Batman, I feel like there were sets. There's the 90s Batman, and there's Christian Bale Batman. Each one kind of came in pairs or whatever.
We're not even going to talk about Ben Affleck's Batman.
Fuck no. I don't acknowledge that existence.
This is embarrassing.
I love it.
But I can never go past Drumline with Nick Cannon.
Oh my God. What?
Dude, it is actually not a bad movie.
I don't think that's correct. In this episode, Finish What You Sharted, we're totally talking toilet habits. But ew, not like that.
Finish what you sharted.
We solve the age-old dilemma. Toilet paper over or under? I hate this conversation so much. Oh my God. But okay, on that toilet paper route, if you will. So my friend, same friend, she had somebody living in her house for a while. They were kind of renting out a room, and they kept going through toilet paper. And she was like, what the fuck? And she was like, hadn't she heard of the 2-square rule?
What?
And I was like, ha 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 ha. And then I was like, what the fuck is she talking about?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it my whole life.
What's happening?
I think it's literally you only use 2 squares of toilet paper.
For ones and twos?
Maybe just once? I don't know. I couldn't ask her because she made it sound like...
So scrunchers, that it would be this big.
I know. Maybe that's why people fold. No.
But you would still do. Actually, in one of my favorite episodes, our Totally Random Q&A, we answer a lot of your questions. They range from who we are, how did we start this podcast, but here is one of our favorite parts of this segment where we talk about a friend who was going on a blind date and how she decided to deal with a hairy situation.
Moral of the story, always be prepared.
Always. For sure. God, this is a hard one.
This is a real hard one. And I feel like some people are like, I want to do something sporty. Let's go kayaking. Let's go hiking. I don't want to get murdered.
Okay, first of all, you never go outside.
I would never fucking do that. If I ever said I was going hiking, like,
you'd be like instantly, oh, sorry, we're not.
Call 911.
We're not good here.
No, that's my safe word. I'm going hiking. Call 911.
Your safe word phrase. Your safe phrase.
My safe phrase, yes.
If I ever receive a text message from you, I'm calling 911 and alerting the authorities.
Hey, Jax, I'm going hiking. Just like locate my phone, send the SWAT team in.
Call your mama. Let's find this bee. So I recently had a friend who went on a first date. What's up? And we were discussing the fact that she didn't quite prepare.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. And she was like, well,
how?
What do you mean?
I mean like how, but I mean like how did she, like why did she not?
So it's this thing with women though, because if they don't prepare, then they're not going to allow themselves.
That's fake news.
I know, dude.
You've got to be ready at all times.
I know.
Like what if you want to initiate something and you didn't do that? This is your own fault. You played yourself.
That's what I said. And not only that, but like let's say you even think to yourself you're going to get to this point with that person, like take it too close to that point.
Right.
And it gives them something to come back to.
Yeah.
You're not allowing yourself to go to that place that you were trying to stop yourself to go to.
It's about self-control.
Yes.
Not preparing in that sense isn't going to stop you. You're just going to be embarrassed.
Because you're going to go there anyway.
Exactly. And now you've left that impression on this dude or whomever.
Hopefully this person didn't notice.
Yeah.
Another one of our really popular episodes, and it also happened to be one of our last episodes of the season, last season, is tapioca-filled water balloons, and I think that was episode 24. We talk about gentlemen's tapioca-filled water balloons. You take with that what you will.
If you want to know what the fuck tapioca-filled water balloons are, go back and listen to that episode. Also, please answer our questions. They remain, as yet, unanswered.
Actually, I do have somebody who answered it.
I did too, actually. But it wasn't a satisfactory answer. I want all of our questions answered. Send us a detailed list with your answers.
Yeah, like bullet points.
Yeah. Don't send me a paragraph. I can't.
Get to the point. Tell me what the situation is. Tell me exactly how the stance is. Like, what do you do with your hands?
Question 1, can you flush a urinal? Yes. Question 2, etc. You don't know what manspreading is?
No.
What?
What do you mean?
Okay, so let's say there's a communal space, like a bench. You're at a waiting room, whatever. A dude sitting straight in the middle. He's got his legs open at 180 degrees to cover both chairs next to him. He's basically doing the splits.
Uh-huh.
That's fucking rude.
It is.
Okay?
That is rude.
See? Thank you.
Yep. Dude, I haven't thought about manspreading in a really long time.
The fucking worst.
Thank you for giving me the word for it.
You're welcome.
And I guess it's like really difficult because like we don't sit on parts of ourselves that...
That's true. And that's another thing. Okay, my friend and I have had long discussions about this. Like, how does any of that work? Where does it go? How do you, like, what's the geometry like?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it, like, tucks up under.
Right?
And that's one of the reasons why they do have to manspread.
Okay, no, that's a fucking bullshit.
No, I mean, like, I'm not trying to give them, like...
No
reason to manspread, but I think this is gonna be really hard to explain without any like diagrams that our listeners could like see.
Like, they can imagine it. They've seen pants.
Okay, so like a guy sitting down.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're hanging, obviously. Right. So I imagine they just.
Yes.
I'm listening. So I imagine 2 water balloons filled with pudding. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And so if you just imagine something coming up from the bottom of them, they kind of just tuck up under and spread a little bit.
Yeah.
That's how I am imagining it.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So then let's say, that man sits down, that person sits down, and So they got to adjust themselves, you know, because, like, it's not going to instantly. I know. I know. Ugh, fuck, I know. It's not going to instantly be comfortable.
Right.
So then there's got to be, like, a man spread and jiggle.
No, I feel like there's got to be, like, a little bit of an adjustment.
Yeah.
Even you know, like, you sit down, you get comfortable.
Right.
You know, that's not crazy.
True.
But you're not going to, like, fucking air it out like that on the fucking metro or whatever. You know what I mean?
No, seriously.
And then, okay, so not only that. So, like, you know how men dress left or right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So how does that work when you sit down? Because there's a seam there.
Yeah.
Like, how does that work?
I don't think the seam comes into play.
But it's got to at some point.
So are we talking, like, boxers underwear situation?
No, we're talking like pants situation. Because that's got like the little, you know, the little...
Yes.
pouch, if you will, right? But like men generally dress left or right. So then at some point the seam ends, and then at some point the water balloons filled with tapioca pudding come into play. How? Do they go left and the other goes right? Or do they both kind of all on one side?
That's a really good question.
You know?
And is it... okay, I'm with you. And is it balanced? Is it imbalanced based on bodies? So depending on who you are, is one bigger than the other?
Right.
And if one is, does it favor that side?
Does it, right. And does it impact how you dress?
Yeah.
Because I feel like men, okay, for those of you who don't know what I mean by saying men dress left or right, I mean, they tuck their dick into one side or the other of their pants.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yes, just in case anybody was confused. This one's our favorite deal breaker of all time. From our 9th episode, I Chic You Not.
So this was an easy one to record, actually, because I feel like not only did this really flow really easily for us, the story was just too good. The story was just too good because it was so fucking outrageous.
I mean... And it's facts. It's a factual story. I did not make this up.
Right. It's not even bullshit.
No, I'm not creative like that. I can't do that.
Yeah, this is actually one of my favorite episodes. And in fact, is one of our listeners' favorite episodes, being, I think, one of our top...
I think so. One of our
downloaded,
top episodes.
downloaded episodes. So here is I Chic You Not. You know, makes me dance. I like really melancholy stuff. I almost cannot not say melancholy now.
It's just because
I want to say it
I really
now.
hope that I'll say it and like Jake Gyllenhaal will come out of nowhere and correct me and be like, it's melancholy.
It's melancholy, bitch.
It's not the first time today.
Oh, Jake. That's goals right there.
I love it.
So we went out together this weekend, guys. I got a promotion at work and it's my last week. So we decided to kind of bring some of our work friends and have a few drinks. And of course, a few drinks turned into quite a few drinks.
For some of us.
Well, actually, I feel like for all of us, but some of us could hold it. And
I only had like 4 drinks. Or 5.
Okay, 6. I actually can't remember how much I had after we left. I remember when you got there, I was toasted. But like started... I don't remember the phone call to you.
You called me no less than 6 times.
Did I? Why though?
I don't know.
I remember Tawny telling me that I had to call you. And I was like, why? And I just took off from there. I don't remember why.
I was in my car, like, listening to my jams, and you would call me, and I'd be like, hello? Like, I was...
Leave me alone.
I was literally
I'm there in 5 minutes.
I literally would say hello and then hang up if I heard nothing. And then one time, like, 1 out of the 6, you actually were like, hi.
I was like composed.
You were trying to keep it together. You're like, so your next step is you're gonna get off the freeway, right? You're getting off the freeway, right?
Oh my god!
And I was like, no, I'm still on the freeway.
What the fuck?
I don't know. And you were like, in front of where I'm standing, there's the parking lot, so you can park there. It's easy. I was like, okay,
that's a perfect impression of me. I can.
That really reminds me. Okay, so I had a coworker, and she worked for a what are those called? Like a private airline?
Like a private jet?
Yeah, basically. And she was a flight attendant. And so in her training, they told her these sheiks, because they were legitimate sheiks,
Wow.
spending like millions of dollars, they're like, they might proposition you with the grossest things for money. So they were like literally, oh, this is so gross. I don't even want to talk about this.
Just do it.
She said that these sheiks would proposition them and say, like, let me shit on you for $1 million.
A fucking $1 million.
I would do it, I think.
100%. I'd be like, show me your bank account. Show me you can transfer.
Where is your proof of funds?
Also, where are you shitting? Are you shitting in my hand? Can you shit on the bottom of my heel?
Can I choose? Can it be like a calf?
Right.
You know, like not a foot, because between your toes.
Or like on your stomach or something.
Or my back?
Hair.
Or your face would be. If it was face, it would have to be $2 million.
$10 million, dude.
Okay.
Like
times are tough, but okay.
There could. We're all of a sudden bougie about who we want to shit on us.
Really picky for $2 million. Thanks for listening, guys. Please be sure to rate and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And be sure to follow us on Instagram at LikeTotallyRandom.